Amsterdam. Running on 0 sleep for over a day, but totally worth it. Stopped in Reykjavik, saw Iceland for about an hour. Picked up my first record there at GeoWizardud, and of course local, always support local. The text on the spine is really tiny. I think it's Scout Litikens, but I'll know more when I get home. Fun find. Oh yeah. Stop number 2, black gold. Yes. The sun is out in Amsterdam. There it is. Let's do a 360. This place is massive, all the way down to that other concerto sign. Look at so many freaking records. Wow. Ended up picking up another local one, S10. So, I don't know. Again, we're gonna find out when I get home. Well, look at what we have here. I already own it, but when in Rome, Amsterdam, you buy dead Neanderthals. Wow. Now this is beautiful. Do not fall. I'm telling you. Steep. Shoot, I think 12. Nice and tiny. Oh, where's the bathroom? It's across the hall. Welcome to Brussels. Here in the Grand Place, or Place Grand. Pretty cool. Got my waffle. It is chocolate and syrup de veg. And it's hot. Hot, hot, hot. Not a bad view as I finish my waffle. Which one do I go to? Evasions or Feels and Geeks? Feels and Geeks. Oh. No, we gotta go this way. Feels and Geeks complete. Picked up this limited to 200 experimental thing, so sounded interesting. And then we got this. Again, I don't know until I get home. That's the joy of buying local and finding things that you have never heard of. All right, Orsari, and then right across the street, next one, 72 Records. But wait, there's more. There's also Feels and Geeks right there. There's a second location. I mean, you're in record store paradise here in Belgium. Brussels. Gotta love it. Well, before I get too far down the street, 72 Records is down there. Picked up a couple records. One of them is metal. And then the other, as I put it in the bag, is kind of like a indie rock thing. Seems like a all-female band, I think. So we'll give that a shot too. And now we walk to the next one. 2 minutes. I'll vlog. Electrocution and cosmic music. 2 for 1. All right, I'm pacing myself. Didn't get anything from the last 2, but that's okay because that stack is already getting big. I already got a bunch from Amsterdam. We still got 8 more countries. My suitcase will weigh a ton. It's Caroline Music. The last record store that I'm going to. Just a nice, normal little park. Oh my God. What is that? Whoa. Charging my phone. Now I really feel like I'm a local. Well, at least Amsterdam. A lot of bikes. Good power. We're finally on the board. We are on the board. Just picked up the vegan goods. I'll show you here in a second, but this place, Saint Jean, very, very cool. I'm here. I mean, in Iceland, I went to the Penis Museum. In London, went to the Vagina Museum. So Amsterdam is the Sex Museum. Let's combine it. I wonder how much YouTube will let me put on here. Demonetized.
Hey.
I have not seen that one in the shops yet.
Hey.
The Rijksmuseum. The Van Gogh Museum. Van Gogh first. Yeah, just listening to Omar Rodriguez, self-titled, and the song Vondel Park by Nacht. It's pretty cool. Jacob van Lennepkade is a street just over there, and we're gonna visit that next. Also a song name, and tough to say. Made it. Now to listen. Good morning from Amsterdam. We are leaving. Heading to Berlin in style here. Let's show you the digs. Got some drizzle here out the window. And here I am. Amsterdam, that's me. I get passengers here in a little bit. That'll be a nice view. And we're off. Here's the restroom.
Met zijn zojuist uit Amsterdam vertrokken. Eerst
Not bad.
Hi. Think pockets may be active in this train. I wish you a pleasant journey.
Somewhere in Germany.
Made it to Berlin. Had a very nice discussion for about 4 hours with a nice older gentleman named Heinz. He was a good dude. Now to drop off some stuff at the hotel and record stores. Ho, ho, ho. Life of luxury. Hi. This is nice. Oh, fancy. A little bit different than Amsterdam here. King bed instead of a single. And King Gizzard right here.
There is no planet B.
All right, we're back in the train station. This is absolutely massive. And no, we're not trying to catch a train yet. First vegan stop. Heck yeah. Now the question is which one? We got the Maxi Queen on the left and the chocolate sprinkle. Yeah, so I think this is the only record store that's open today because it is Sunday and businesses are closed except for eating places on Sunday in Berlin. The more you know. Oh yeah. They also have vegan goodies here. And of course, records. Well, that's what I like to read. All right. You know I'm gonna pick that up. So got that one record that I showed you in there, and then this punk screamo thing. So 2 local records now to get something to eat, and then the flea market. It's giant. All right, we are almost in it. We are at Joseph Patrick Mauer Park. I believe it's named after him. I mean, Hall of Famer. And Hof over here is used a lot. So HOF, Mauer Hof instead. That's a stretch. All right, flea market time. I guess we gotta go over there. Find some records. What a beautiful summer day. I guess it's around 80 degrees. Just gorgeous. So I think that's about 25 Celsius. Let's see. Oh, Chelsea's gonna love this. Cats, cats, cats. The third record tent of the day. Number 4. Look at this.
Why is everyone trying to sound like you too? It's not a very cool thing to do. Why would you want to sound like you too?
As I learned in my German phrase book, really the only thing that I can say is hat auf einen Busch gepinkelt. If you know, you know. Yep. Nothing says tearing down the divide because of the atrocities of World War II quite like a currywurst. A vegan one at that. Let's give it a go. Ah, there's a bee. Honk, honk. Okay. Okay. Like barbecue sauce with curry powder, some spice. Fantastic. And man, when they say curry at the wall, there it is. They mean it. Whew. It's about to get heavy. I just did something they couldn't.
Further down.
We're going to Prague.
Weil sich zu viel Personal aufregt.
Kippel. Eine Blitz ist ein der Flachbetuch.
Welcome to Dresden. Play Dresden Dolls. Thank you very much.
Operated boy sitting on the shelf. He is just a toy.
Welcome to Prague. Feels pretty sweet. We got it. One of the things that I was, I don't know, not happiest about, but on the top of my list of must-tries. Yeah, Kofola. It is just a cola. I guess they produced an excess amount of caffeine from all of their coffee roasting here. And during communist times, they needed a competition or replacement for Coke and Pepsi. So, Kofola. Honest review time. Down the hatch. Wow. Okay. Not like Pepsi or Coke at all. It is a bit citrusy, but tastes almost like Christmas, like actually that drink from Iceland. That's what it reminds me of. Christmas cola? All right, first place to eat. And then look at this. No joke. That was the best meal so far. I don't even know what it is. It was like beef with a sauce, almost like their version of gravy on some bread, which were dumplings, and incredible. One of the most beautiful views in all of my trips. I mean, beautiful cityscape. Turn around, you got the old palace. Prague, legit. First record store in Prague. All right, I picked up a couple. There's really no new records there, only English ones that were new, but looks like some 80s hair metal. Not really my strong suit, but take what I can get. And then this thing that looks almost Grateful Dead-ish? Folky? I don't know. Beautiful cobblestones, and then what? And we're not even at the bridge yet.
İşte sembol yani. Altında basmış.
It's blocked off, so I can't get down there, but Bora Bora. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it in.
Tell her, get down!
Welcome to the danger zone!
Bora, Bora!
What? I can't hear you! Bora Bora.
On byl tady, on seděl, někdo maloval na Karlově mostu.
Okay. Not on my list, but we'll take a look. I'm not mad at this at all. Well, I think we got a punk record from that record store. Disco Duck. All right. We are coming up on something very special to me. Let's see if anyone can put it together. It should be like right here, like right there, right there. Does anyone get it? Holy wow. What an unbelievable city. Is this heaven? I know it's not Iowa, I can tell you that. Unbelievable. Unreal. All right, more records. Maybe. If we're good. Ooh, I can see some right there. Cash only. Had to run. Now I'm sweaty. But I got to listen to all 3 records that he recommended. And one of them is like a funky Joni Mitchell, but local, you know. And then the other 2 are like jazz fusion. That one was fun. Almost Jethro Tull meets Frank Zappa. And that. So. Well, that's bizarre. We got some more metal, don't know what it is, and then a real wild card. Mira. It's signed, so that's cool. Okay. So it doesn't mean much to folks around here, but back home, you don't get to see it a lot. My name, Voda. Water. I'm gonna drink myself. That's a good Voda. Okay. Hi, hand. Let's see our view. Okay, this is cool. Wow. Good morning. All right, last few hours here in Prague, and for those that do like to put things in lists, Prague, S tier. It is top of class, incredible. I would come back here in a heartbeat, and I think I might have to. Second from the top on the screen on the right. We're going to Vienna. And there is the Hauptbahnhof. So I just have to get there tomorrow to take my train. Welcome to Vienna. And here we are at the famous Opera House. First record store. We got Phil. Found the records and look what I found. Looks like we're going to a rave. It's some lo-fi done by two MCs. Original lo-fi, or OLF. can't have a vegan place without a record store. It's a healthy balance to have. Okay, not exactly local, but one of my favorite songs of all time. Thank you, Donnie, my cousin. Of course I picked that up. And then live in Vienna. And when you're in a town with so much, musical history and so many great composers, you break down and buy your first classical record. And another record store. Sing Sing. You look good. And we got Moses, which is opening up very soon. Made it to Slovakia, in Bratislava. Slovakia is the ancestral home of the Vodas, so get to meet one of them here in just a few days. Not here, we go a little bit further east, over to Silica and the Josvafo, Hungary area. So I'm excited. Feels good to be home. Music. Yeah. Well, there was a surprising amount of local artists. Andre Shiban. And then this Titinger. And the Hungarian consulate here in Slovakia. That means a lot to me because that's where the family's from, right on that border. Wow, the old city center is pretty magical. 360 view time. This is a good one. There's the Danube. Well, son of a... Thought I was in a hurry. Ran over here. Delayed 60 minutes. Budapest. We are still waiting for the platform. It's been 58 minutes of that 60-minute delay. Got one. Got a track. Now we just wait for the train. Side of that river, Hungary. Welcome to Hungary.
Késés érkezik Budapest nyugati pályaudvarra. Késések a társaságtól átvett késés, amiért szíves elnézéseket és megértéseket kérjük. Köszönöm.
Welcome to Budapest. Finally made it. It's pretty sweet. Not a bad ride. Just over 2 hours. The delay was almost more. But we're here. Well, hello, Budapest. This is basically where I'm staying. Wow. Just about walked past. Wasn't on my list, but I'll try it. Well, picked up that one record, and I'm pretty pumped because on their Bandcamp, I just did a quick search, and it looks like they compare themselves to Solstafir, who I picked up when I was in Iceland. So some more metal, but maybe folky and slower. So I'm excited. Another store. Another store, another record, and this one is, I guess, King Gizzard Lake. We got some psych garage rock. The record store crawl continues. We got Act Records right there. It's a sweaty one here today. It's in the 80s, but that's a cool record cover. Sagar Balash Aqua Obscura. Wave. Well, that's a cool shop. Playing Mad Season and then Bubblegum by Mark Lanigan. That album, that's special to me. Especially because Mark was a guest on Anthony Bourdain's show, and they perfectly used one of his songs in one of the episodes. This is like my Bourdain trip, and I'm nothing like him, but he's still an inspiration. So that's not a good segue, but here's what I picked up. It sounds like it's gonna be like a folk type of deal, so nice variety here in Hungary. This is, fun fact, it is the second oldest electric underground railroad system in the world, behind only London. And I am really hoping that we get the old train. That could be good news. That looks like an old one. There we go. And this is the beginning stop for the one line. That first of many to come for Budapest. Time. The living room, shower, me, bathroom, back out to living room. Oh, fancy. Climb up here, and there's our bed. Wow. So beautiful. There is the Parliament building. Just incredible. And there is a man on a horse. I believe that's a statue, but I cannot confirm. Ah, they're back. The Misters. Perfect on a warm day. We got the bridge, then we got the castle. Just beautiful river view here. The beautiful Danube. So Budapest was very much the center of World War II for a little while. The Germans had occupied it, and really things kind of went downhill from there. Between the Germans and Russians, they started fighting here. Really bad warfare, which led to trying to cut off all of the bridges into the city and disrupt what remained of the forces. And eventually the Germans were evacuated, but at the cost of basically the Russians taking over. And for a while, Hungary fell under communist rule. Then, a little bit after that, they switched up governments, and much of this area kind of went under that that same pivotal crisis, I'll call it. Basically, you know, being under control by the Germans, which was not good. Then switching to communism because, well, like I said, the Russians kind of won and had the most influence. And then eventually a lot happened with the Velvet Revolution, especially in Czechoslovakia. And eventually they even split up the Czech Republic and Slovakia, and that was a peaceful transfer, which is pretty great. I guess that's your history lesson for today. Also, I may have butchered that a lot, you know. This is just off the top of my head from what I remember, but maybe read a history book. And here is the most famous bridge in Budapest, restored to its former glory after being absolutely and brutally demolished in World War II. We'll give you that panorama view. There's Voda. And there's Pest. Halfway down the bridge. That looks like a beautiful tunnel. Okay. How about this view? Now check out this view. So I showed you Buda Castle from basically by the Parliament building. Well, here it is.
Right there.
Pizza. There we go. Well, here it is, the exact same spot that my grandma and grandpa were about 25 years ago. The most special part of this trip is finding where the Voda last name came from. My grandparents came over about 25 years ago to see the family, to see the towns. They bordered Slovakia and Hungary, Josvafo on the Hungarian side, and Silica on the on the Slovakian side. And I made it to Josvafo. And the best part, I was able to recreate this. It means a lot. Lost my grandpa about 9 years ago, but heard a lot of the stories. Get to meet a relative that is about my age, a distant cousin that met with my grandpa when he was over here, and it's kind of surreal right now. But just even ate part of an apple off of the apple tree, and just feeling full circle right now. Made it to Agtalek Park. It is a national park. And it's a big cave system here. And here's a little bit more about that tiny town that the Vodas were from. Unfortunately, I cannot go in the cave. It closed at 4. But I can tell you a little bit more about this area. As the name of the town in Slovakia would kind of give away, there's a lot of silicate rocks that make up this area, which is very good for forming caves, especially when there's mountains. Mountains give way to rain going into certain rivers, causing some uneven flows, which then erode the rocks, and you get cave systems because water has to go somewhere. Just so you can see how much it changes at the border. Oh boy. We're going from Hungary to Slovakia. Made it to Silica. Right back there, 25 years ago.
kids. Yeah, this is Hungary all around from over there. From over there,
Okay.
it's Hungary. After you cannot see the end, so well, that's Hungary, the whole. And on the other side, at the back, there is the high Tatras, a little bit we can see. And after the high Tatras is Poland. And you can see from here. And we are 600 meters not from the sea level.
Hello, Poland! Made it to Poland in Krakow now. Tomorrow's gonna be a heavy day, but today was incredible. Got to make 2 new friends / 2 new family members that I finally connected with, I guess. Yeah, Gabrielle and Victor, wonderful dudes. Showed me around the town, around the area, gave me some history lessons, and it was just fantastic. Yeah, if you're looking to visit, I would say that's a beautiful area. They have tons of caves, and if you have any relatives out there that you know of, hit them up. You never know. The gas chamber. Alright, we got a record store here in Poland. I gotta rush because it's almost closed. And here's the haul from Paul's Boutique. First one is Far Away. And the other one is Skin Thing. upside down. Skin. Yummy. Picked up a couple more records, some Polish punk or metal, not quite sure yet, but we got that one. And then we got that one. Welcome back to Slovakia. Man, those mountains are beautiful. Well, sometimes when you're driving, you have to make a stop just to take in the scenery. Found it and it's open. Welcome to the beautiful center of the city of Košice. Off. Next stop, not Europe. I think that gave it away. Cairo. Wow. What is life? Good morning from Cairo. See a pyramid in the background. That's the real deal. We are going to the Grand Egyptian Museum, which hasn't had its grand opening yet, but it's had a soft opening for quite a while now. I'm excited. It's gonna be great. Wow. Talk about an entrance. Oh, this is absolutely amazing. Birdie. First impressions, overwhelming. This place is massive, and it's not even fully open. Save yourself a day. Make it a full trip. The great news, it's air conditioned in there. And the other great news, I still have more exhibits to look at. So I guess let's do that. All right, you can see the line on my forehead for a few extra bucks. Do the virtual reality mixed media tour thing. This 15 minutes or so gives you an overview of the Great Pyramids, how they were built a little bit, and then really highlights this place, which is built kind of as a triangulation of those three amazing pyramids here. This is what only $4 gets you. That's a meal. We're gonna try our first record store here in Cairo. I don't know where I'm going. Everything's a mess. We found it. There we go. Let's get some more. Something going on over there. Masika Zaman. Open? Records. Yeah, Sun Ra. All right, took a daytime nap to avoid the heat, and now taking a nice little 25-minute walk to the grocery store. Look at this. The three biggest right behind me. The biggest is the furthest away. Incredible. Hazy, but beautiful. Trying to find new history. Well, uncover old history. Doesn't really need explanation, does it? And the biggin. Never thought I'd be here. And now, a personal little stroll around the Great Pyramid. Just a behemoth. But So there's the Grand Egyptian Museum. And there's the Great Pyramid. A sprawling city, just massive. Then, ancient ruins. Some of the most famous in the world. We got a Sphinx. We got both pyramids. Again, I can't believe I'm here. My hotel is over. Just right to the Pizza Hut. Somewhere over here. And then the Sphinx. Oh yeah. Falafel pita. Let's dig in. That's the stuff.
وهذا يشمل جميع أنواع أجهزة التدخين وهذا الإعلان المسجل يحتوي على معلومات مهمة لكم.
Record store. Yeah, exactly what I came for. I seemingly picked up the only non-EDM record here. Well, only non-local EDM record. It's Sivan. The album is Anta. Or maybe it's backwards, I don't know. But it's supposed to be like a doom metal thing. Heck yeah. Yeah, vegan baked goods. Let's get it. Oh, raspberry donut in the morning. Bakery. Good. And a chocolate croissant. The journey is just about over. No more places to see. Chicago, you're a layover. I'm sorry. But it's been great. 10 new countries to me. New family, new friends, new records, new experiences. I can't believe I did it.